Welcome back, students. As I asked you the question in my previous video that can we classify the changes? Yes. Do you think about it? Yes, we can classify. Now let us discuss about this. These are the useful words that you need to understand. What are these? What is reversible change, irreversible change, soluble and the insoluble. Now let us discuss about the reversible change. What do you mean by reversible change? That a change that can go forward or backward, for example, melting and freezing. As I show you the figure of the melting of the ice, then if you want to freeze it, you can keep it in the refrigerator and you can again get an ice cube. That is what we are moving ahead and moving it back. So that means there is a reversed action is there. Here second is irreversible change. Irreversible change, the change that cannot go back, for example, the burning. Or even then, I want to show you one thing that, for example, I am having a paper in my hand. This is the paper in my hand. I am tearing this. Okay, I have teared this. What I get? Bit of paper. But is it possible I can join this? That is possible. I'll just stick it with the cellotape or other sort of things, the adhesives. But if I'm going to burn this paper, do you think that I can get this paper back? No. It will turn into ashes. So this is what the irreversible change. Second, here the third one is the soluble. This term is soluble. What this mean? The material that dissolves. Say for example, I have taken the sugar and the salt and I want to dissolve in the water. What it will be? It is soluble. On the other hand, the insoluble, that is the material that cannot be dissolved. If I want to dissolve a sand in the water, it is not being dissolved. That means that is insoluble. Now let us take into consideration one by one. See over here, this what I show you, the original substance is there, a paper. Original substance is here and I make anything that is here, boat I make it from the paper. Now second change, that the original paper was just like this way and what ultimately I just crush that, I just make it crumbled. So what it is, there is a originality of the paper is there, still it is a paper. What is the change? That change is here it can be reversed, it is not irreversible. If I unfold it, I can get back the page. Next here, burning of paper. If I burn the paper which I am having, I make the boat. That is originality is there, the paper is there. But if I am going to burn it, then what is going to happen? The ashes, the smoke is going to release and if I want the page back, I can't. This is what irreversible change. Now the changes around us that we are talking about, we must need to understand, we must observe our environment, our surrounding, that what are these changes. These changes, for example, the dissolving sugar in water, when we are dissolving a sugar in water, when you are going to make a lemon juice, then formation of curd from a milk, then cooking of the food, as your mother cooks the food. What is the raw cut fruits or vegetables are there, the vegetable she is going to cook, these cannot be reversed into the raw form again. The cutting of the piece of paper, stretching of a rubber band, then melting of the ice, melting of wax, as we have seen over there, then melting of the wax is there, then boiling of water, rusting of iron, burning of candle, burning of wood and burning of coal. Just like this way, there are many examples. Now see what is in this melting, what the melting means. This is the change of solid to the liquid by heating. What is this? This is the melting. Change of ice into the water or liquid, that is by heating, we are converting by melting process. And here this is a physical change, that is change in the state. We all know, we have studied in previous classes that there are three states of matter. These are solid, liquid and the gas. And here the melting means solid is converted into liquid form and freezing, liquid is converted into solid form. Vaporization, In that, liquid is changed to gaseous form. And the condensation means the gas is changed into the liquid state. And sublimation, the solid. Sublimation is, we can take the example from our day-to-day life, the camphor. In Hindi, its name is kapoor, that your mother is using when she is worshipping in the temple. She used to light the camphor. So, camphor that sublimes, that is solid, it changed into the gas form, that is a sublimation. Then deposition, that means gas is being converted into the solid. So, these are the important terms that you should know and write it down. Now, the common changes that taking place in nature, let us discuss about this, the common changes. These common changes are change in the position, that sun rise in the east and sun sets in the west. That is change in position, east and west, the directions. Then change in the color. During the daytime, the sky color is different, and during the night time, the sky color is different. As you can see over here, there is a difference in color. Then change in the shape, the regular cycle after each 14 days, there is a change in the size of the moon. Then change in shape of the moon, and the size we have observed in the germinating seeds. Then change in temperature, that is hot summer and the cold winters. There is a change in temperature during the summer season and during the winter season. Change in the state or the form, as I told, during melting of the ice, there is a change in the state from solid to liquid. Lastly, the rusting of iron. When we buy something new, say for example of any iron piece, then at that time it's shiny, but as it gets exposed to the moisture, air, slowly it start rusting. So, this is what it looks like. Now, let us see that how the change begins. As I talk about, there is a change in the color of the sky. You can see over here even change in the shape, that is of the moon, that you can observe that each and every day the size or shape that being changed, and in the change in the color of the sky day to night. Next is, this is what melting. Melting, here is the melting of the ice cream, how it occurs. Here is a solid, that is freeze form, is converted into the liquid form. This change in the original state, when it is heated, it will change into the melting stage, that is liquid, and when it is freezed again, it is again reversible change. This type of change is a reversible change. Now, you all know that you are observing your mother making a chapati. She used to make the chapati from the wheat flour. First of all, what she need? She need to make the dough from the wheat flour. Later on, she get the dough from the wheat flour, and she make a chapati for you. It is possible to reverse the cycle? No. It is irreversible change. Next, blowing air in the balloon. You all love to play with all this, even from the childhood, even in the parties and the birthday parties and general also. When we are blowing the air into it and when we release it, the air that is out of the balloon, and again the originality shape is there. That means we are getting again the original shape when we are releasing the air from the balloon. So, this is what? Reversible change. And using a pencil and eraser. Pencil, this is a irreversible change, and eraser also, even when you are keep on using these two things, by the time it just get decrease. So, this is what? Irreversible change. And another example, that is freezing, that we talk about. This is again a reversible change, because the liquid is changed into solid and solid again changed to liquid by freezing. And next is making the curd. Do you know how we make the curd? Let me tell you. The curd is made in this process. Your mother is heating a milk, and after that the curd, little bit amount of the curd is being dropped into the milk. Keep it at on the room temperature, warm temperature is needed, and in the morning if you observe it, this milk is turned into the curd. And right now here, can you think that curd is reversed to milk? No, it is irreversible change. Next, Does the change in a material or object occur on its own? See, we make the curd from the milk. Do you think that this change has come into being by its own? It occurs on its own? The answer is the change in a material does not occur on its own, because there is always a cause, there is always a reason behind it, and that brings about a change in a material. There is the heat as the cause of the change of the state of the ice from solid to liquid. There is what is the cause here? Heat. It brings a change in the state from solid to liquid. As when the ice, when you heat it or you just keep it at the room temperature, that means heat is being absorbed by it and then it is changed into the liquid form. So what is the cause? Heat is the cause. So some of the ways of bringing about changes in material that are being applied by heat, the change that is being brought up, the reason might be the heat, second is the light, third is the electricity, and the fourth one is the force. These are the few measures that bring the change in the material. So change brought to material by mixing another substance. That example is water mixed with the sugar, and then sugar dissolves in water to form a sugar solution. That means they both are complement with the composition. Here this is the third topic, expansion and the contraction. Till now we just observed about the reversible and the irreversible changes, and you have observed in the nature also. You have to recall all these things. Okay, till now, bye for the day. We'll meet you in the next video. Stay tuned with us.